everybody that comes back every single week. And hello to all my people watching the replay. I really, really appreciate y'all. I am Teresa. This is Reality Ladies, Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 6, Episode 15. Woo, 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 woo. I'm so excited. We're almost to the end of the Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 6. We are almost there, you guys. And thank everybody who's been hanging for every single episode that we do every other Monday. Usually it is me and my co-host, Living Life with Lisa. She is not feeling good today. Get better, Lisa. Hey. She's not feeling good today, but we're going to hold it down. I don't know if it looks like it's freezing on y'all side, but we're going to make it do what it do. Hey, Jaden. Hey, Elaine. Thank you so much for coming. Hey, Lisa, I see you in the chat. Hey, House of X. What's up? How you doing? Thank you for coming. Hey, Janine. Thank you for coming. Look at Leo, Team Leo Raid. Hey, Annabelle, what's up, girl? Hey, Lavish. Oh, Janine, you didn't watch it this season. That's okay. We've been reviewing it every Monday. Between me and Lisa, we've been reviewing it every Monday. So you can look at my playlist at any time and you'll be caught up. You'll be caught up to date. I have a playlist just for the reality ladies. That's what this is. A playlist just for the reality ladies. So one day when you're not doing anything, anybody who didn't see it, go ahead and run that playlist so you can hear what the craziness the show been having going on. Okay. Now we're on episode 15, which I thought that this was going to be the last episode, and it is not. It's still not the last episode. It seemed like a lot of episodes this season. I think there's going to be a 16, and then maybe there'll be the reunion after that. I'm not even sure anymore. Thank you, Leo, for the raid. Thank you so much. Hey, Donna. Oh, you watched last season. Okay. Hi, Life's Magical Journey. Hello. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for the Leo raid. Thank you, Leo. I appreciate you, boo. And this is for, like I told people, the reason that I got this thing started is I'm a reality TV junkie. I love Real Housewives of Atlanta, Real Housewives of Potomac, Love and Marriage Huntsville, Married to Medicine. So to me, it just made sense to find a co-host who also loves those shows so we can come up with, boom, Reality Ladies. Every Monday, every other week, we alternate between my channel and her channel. So if you don't have Living Life with Lisa, she'll drop her link in the chat. Make sure you grab her because next week is going to be at her channel. She's just not feeling good today. So I'm going to have to hold it down for both of us, which is what we do. That's what you got to do sometime. Hey, Shalisa. How are you? Thank you so much for coming in. Hopefully you guys have been catching up with the show. If you haven't, it's okay. I do a recap from last week, and then we're going to jump right into what happened last night on the show. Because they still got drama going on their little girls' trip. You know what I mean? So we want to talk about it. It wasn't too bad. It was a little calmer than usual, so I was glad about that. It wasn't too bad. Let me look at my phone for the chat. Yes, the Potomac girls are holding it down for Bravo right now because Atlanta might be trash this year. I know, Lavish, with all the changes. Oh, my God. Pat Style Maid, how are you? From one raid to another for me tonight, but you're being raided. Thank you, Pat Style Raid. I appreciate it. Welcome in and tell all your raiders welcome in. Please subscribe to me while y'all are here. I would love it. I got a bunch of 1-minute videos. Just leave me a comment so I could follow back. Because truth be told, I don't know where to find who subscribed to me. I thought I could find it in my email. It's not in my email. And the one in the YouTube studio is not right. So therefore, please leave me a comment somewhere so I can find you. Thank you so much. I'm doing great. Shalisa. Thank you so much. Oh, they started filming, Haley? I didn't know that. Okay, good, good, good. Good to see you too, Leo. So they started filming, but it's going to be a whole new cast, right? Because Cynthia's not going to be there, Nene's not going to be there, Portia's not going to be there. It's going to be a little bit crazy. I'm interested to see. Maybe it'll be good, y'all. Because truth be told, Cynthia Bailey, I love her, but she started seeming detached to me last season. She didn't look like she was really in it, and I don't even think Kenya's doing it this year. So a whole new Atlanta. There goes Lisa. In case anybody doesn't have my co-host, Living Life with Lisa. Lisa, she has just dropped her link in the chat. All right. I was just waiting a few minutes for people to come in. I know I got my normals that come in here. I got my people that's going to be watching the replay. I appreciate all of y'all's comments. Even if you didn't make it to the live, leave me a comment if you're watching the replay as well, because that is important too. Right. Drew is still there, and I think Marlo has a peach. What? Marlo finally got her peach, Haley? Come on. Come on. I've been waiting for that. And Marlo has that, ever since she got her body done, Marlo has that I'm 20-year-old vibe going on. So I think Marlo going to bring it this year. She is the Wendy Acefo from Real Housewives of Potomac. They got their body done, and they ready to show out like a 30-year-old girl. It's going to be funny. I'm going to check it out, though. I'm going to check it out. Portia had that storyline, though. Ooh, which storyline, Lavish? You talking about with the whole African dude? I want to get it, but I don't want to scare everyone away. It's okay, Lisa. I got it. No problems at all. One thing I know how to do is review shows. I have a whole playlist of regular shows that I've reviewed. I got it, girl. It is not a thing but a chicken wing. Not a problem at all. If you sick, you take a sick day. That's how it goes. Isn't going to be on there. She has her own show. What? Haley, where'd you hear that at? I know there was rumors about it. I'm thinking it's going to be like a spinoff, like Candy did with the wedding and Nene did with her wedding. I think it's going to be a spinoff of her and her new fiance getting married. You know what I mean? But I don't think it's going to be a Kim Zolciak thing where she has a total new show. That's something totally different, because Kim Zolciak's been doing this since she left the show. That's crazy. Hey, Dang League Mode, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Oh, okay. She announced it. Okay. Well, I can't wait for that to come back, because, I'm definitely going to be reviewing The Real Housewives of Atlanta. That is my original show. I've been watching that since season 1, which is about 16 years ago. So I can't wait to talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta on my Reality Ladies platform. I can't wait. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that she left. Okay. Well, that's going to be cool. That is going to be cool. I think sometimes switching it up might be a good thing, because a lot of them, like, I think Candy will still be there. Candy's still a lot of fun. Marlo, I think, is going to be fun. I heard they're bringing back Phaedra and Sheree. We'll see what they're bringing without Nene being in there, but I'm interested to see what's going to happen. Thank you. Still watching. Yes. All right. So now let's jump right into it. I'm going to do a quick little recap of last week's episode of Real Housewives of Potomac, episode 15, because last night was episode 16, which is what we're here to do today. Now, the girls are still out on the girls trip, with girls and guys trip. Don't forget, last week we were talking about how the husbands were drunk, and Gordon is one of the girls' husband. He's being disgusting, and he's making motions towards his privacy. He's saying all kinds of stuff he should not be saying around a bunch of married women. He's being real belligerent. He's talking to his wife any kind of way, telling everybody he's going to get some ass from her. He is just being inappropriate every which way. Okay? And Candace is still being nasty and mean to Mia on last week's episode. And she had an argument with Ashley. So Candace has not learned her lesson from getting her face smashed by Monique last season. Y'all remember that, right? When Monique smashed Candace's head into the desk, into the table. She's still popping off her mouth. That's the thing that be bugging me out. Like, girl, Mia is even bigger than Monique, and you still talking? Somebody gonna have to take out all her fronts for her to stop talking. Then she gonna need more than them sticky notes of affirmation that she puts on her mirror. Okay? It's crazy last week that I couldn't believe how much Candace was still going in. And she was going in on Ashley, talking about Ashley's husband is a slave owner and she's the slave, and don't piss off your benefactor. All of that stuff is so disrespectful. If she was on the street, she would have gotten knocked right in the mouth. I'm telling you. Candace is a trip. If y'all agree, please let me know in the comments. Or is it just me? This girl don't know how to shut up. She just don't know how to shut up, you know? Hold on. Thank y'all for the thumbs up. Yes, Lavish. It's crazy. And can y'all believe how Gordon is acting? Like all the men, even Michael with his inappropriate behind, all the little comments he used to make last season and all of the stuff Michael had going on. Even Michael, I don't think is as bad as Gordon when Gordon is drinking. I mean, whoa. So anyways, that's my little recap. They're out to dinner at a place on their little getaway. They were out to dinner screaming and hollering in the restaurant. Bunch of white folks sitting around in the restaurant looking at them like they're crazy. They coming in there dressed, sexy attire, name brand gear on, and arguing and fighting like a hood chick, like Ratchet. You know what I mean? And they're screaming in the restaurant. It's completely embarrassing. A bunch of women of a certain age, like, come on, you know. Oh my God. Yes, thank you, Lisa. Yes, they do. Reality ladies rock. Boop, 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 boop. Yes, we do. Thank you for the super chat, Lisa. I appreciate it so much. So much. Yes, Lavish, please tell me what's wrong with that fool. Please tell me. Some people don't need to drink. Exactly. And the funny thing is, it was the men who were really drunk. The women were buzzed too, but they would have been doing that without any liquor. That's what they do in public places. They scream, they holler, they fight, they embarrass people. It is off the chain. So anyways, fast forward to this week. They're still at that restaurant. Right. Some people they just don't think, you know what I mean? So we fast forward to episode 16, which was last night. They're still at the restaurant. They're still at the restaurant having this whole thing going on, being loud or whatever. Finally, they're getting back to the hotel. Robin and Giselle are in the hotel, still being babies, whining about the bathroom situation. Now, if you remember last week, Robin and Giselle came a couple of days after everybody else, so they got the last room, which was no bathroom attached. They're very, very mad, but you should have came on time. So Giselle has a broken toe and she has a big boot on her leg, so she is not able to go up and down the stairs for the bathroom all night. That's why she's mad. So they're still complaining about that, and they decided to go to a hotel. To go ahead and pay for a hotel that is 30 minutes away so that they can have a bathroom attached to the room. And so they were very upset at Wendy, saying Wendy is not a good host. You're the one that came late. You're the one who, when I went to your house, said I couldn't use your bathroom. So does Giselle have the right to be mad at Wendy? Do y'all think that Wendy treated her wrong for not catering to her toe? Or do y'all think karma is karma? You treated her bad too, so we're even. Y'all tell me in the comments. I'm about to look in the comments. What is your opinion on that? I would like to know what y'all think on that. Because I have mixed feelings about it. I feel like it's hard to feel sorry for Giselle, because when they went to Giselle's house outside in the tent, she said she didn't want Wendy to use her bathroom. So broken toe or not, you get what you give. This was Wendy's event, and she didn't care that you had to hobble up and down the stairs to use the bathroom. So I think, a part of me thinks that's okay. It is what it is. And another part of me thinks, okay, Wendy, just be the bigger person. You didn't have a broken toe when she said that to you. She does have a broken toe. Let's try to see what we can do. You know what I mean? So I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. They didn't even let her know they were coming when they told her they weren't coming. Right. Right. They can dish it, but they absolutely, Haley, they can dish it, but they can't take it. I say that all the time. They both sound a bit petty to me. Yeah. Now, right. So are we thinking they're being petty, or are we thinking Giselle's broken toe is a legit reason, and somebody, because all the girls that was in that place have a room they could have gave up. I felt like one of the other girls could have gave up their room. The ones who love Giselle and Robin. Now, Ashley did tell them her room is next to theirs and they can use her bathroom, but they didn't want to do that. They were pissed off at Wendy, so they stormed out and went and stayed at a hotel until the morning. So I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. I feel like a part of it is you get what you get and screw you and your toe. And another part is, I don't know, if somebody with a broken toe, I might have tried to figure something out. Even with Giselle's big mouth, you know what I mean? So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. They just wanted to have a moment. Okay. Lisa said a few of the couples offered their room, but they turned it down. Oh, okay. Hey, Wellness with Frugal, how are you? I think Ashley offered. I know Ashley offered, and Mia offered, but her husband was knocked out in the bed sleeping from being drunk. I remember that. Bravo said, y'all ain't getting no check if y'all don't show up. That could be true too, Lisa. Yes, that's true. Someone could have gave them in the room. Right, Magical. That's what I was thinking. Even if it wasn't Wendy, the one who put the whole soiree on, that Giselle and Wendy have the biggest battle with each other. They don't like each other at all. So when Wendy went to Giselle's house for her little gathering at her house was under construction, mind you. They were outside in a really pretty tent. And one of the first things that Giselle said is, when Wendy gets here, I do not want that bitch using my bathroom. She can't go in my house and use my bathroom. And when Wendy came in and sat down, Giselle told her that again to her face. She didn't just say it to Robin. She said it to her face. She said, my thinking was, when you get here, you're not going to be able to go in my house and use my bathroom. So she was being real nasty to Wendy pre-broken toe. So this happened about 2 weeks ago before she broke her toe. Now, since then, she's broke her toe and she wants all this sympathy, all this little poor Giselle. You know what I mean? So I don't know. They wanted to stay home, but Bravo said, no, show, come on. That's right. So the bathroom situation was crazy. Later on in the night, Robin and Giselle went to the hotel, which is fine. Go ahead. If I was Wendy, I'd be like, go ahead too. So they were all getting ready to go into the van to go to, I believe it's the next day, going out to eat again. Going to another spot this time, And Candace is still talking junk. Gordon is being disgusting and inappropriate in the van. And he made the comment, he wants to see some PUSSY popping. Did y'all catch that? Did anybody hear Gordon saying that? Please raise your hand. Please raise your hand if you heard Gordon say he wants some pee popping. I was like, oh my God, please don't give this guy any alcohol ever again. And he is the new husband on the show, and he is just totally disgusting. Disgusting. Yes, he's real disrespectful, lavish. Yes, Giselle even told Wendy to leave. Right. Yes, Wellness, Frugal Mama, it was crazy. Robin's time of the month was TMI, truly lame. That's a female's personal business, but she's classless. Yeah, and I think she mentioned that twice. So she might be in a disgusting boat with Gordon. You know what? Maybe her and Gordon need to hook up. You know, it was just uncalled for. We didn't need to hear that. So you need medical attention. You might, Annabelle, you might need medical attention. He's giving Michael Darby vibes, right? But I think it might be even worse than Michael. Michael's thing was, I think he was DL homosexual and he was being fresh with Juan. He's claiming that he's not, but, you know, Michael seemed to have a little homosexual vibe with him. And so people keep wondering if Michael goes both ways, bisexual. So his thing to me last season was always chasing Juan. Gordon is chasing the women. Okay? So that's the only difference between these two inappropriate fools. Okay? Yes, Sally. So anyways, he's in there saying stuff. Chris is still fussing with Candace. He does not like how she stays in the mess. He seems drained by it all. I really think Chris is really getting tired of Candace's mouth because it's almost like he has to be her dad. He's giving off father vibes, like when your parents take you somewhere and you fall out and they got to take care of you. It doesn't seem like he is her husband. He seems more like her dad. And then she breaks down and cries like a 5-year-old every 5 minutes, honey. Every 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh my God, I think being with Candace is too much work. She may be a tiny little thing. She maybe even got a little cuteness with her, but I think it's a lot of work. He is definitely now became her caretaker, period. He became the caretaker. She's either crying or being nasty, and he has to diffuse her and pick her up and bring her out of the room. He's been doing that with her since they started. That can't be fun. Y'all tell me if y'all think that's fun, because that would not be fun to me. Yes, right. Gordon is too much. Mia's the only one who can handle that old ass anaconda, right? And it ain't even an anaconda, Elaine. Bloop, bloop. So I just had to make my opinion on the whole Candace thing and Chris. Chris feels to me like her dad and not her husband. That has got to be draining. I would be interested to see where this goes because I don't know how long he can do it. Has anybody ever been with an alcoholic and then all the time they're falling out, they're sick, they're throwing up, or they're talking trash like Gordon is doing? You are a caretaker at this point. You are not a spouse. So I don't know how Mia does it, and I don't know how Chris does it. Well, I know how Mia does it because she's the boss of all his companies, so she's rich. She got all his money because he's like 25 years older than him. So, okay, I could see that. You might deal with that to get all them companies. But Candace and Chris, I don't get it. Like any child when they have a meltdown, just walk away, right? But he never does. He always picks her up, yells and screams, telling her to stop being nasty and mean, brings her to the other room. She starts bawling like a 2-year-old, and he has to talk her off the ledge again. Then they go back in the place. She starts up again. He has to do it all over again. That, for me, would be tiring, you know? Okay, so then Robin and Giselle walked through the room because they were up in the room during all of this fussing. So they're coming down, letting everybody know that they're leaving to the hotel. They got a scholar helping them bring their bags to the car, you know. Oh, Donna's saying, hey, yes, I have eventually. They kill the love and you leave. Exactly, Annabelle. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. How long? Because Chris seems like a really good guy. Truthfully, I think Chris got a little crush on Giselle for real. But we'll get to that. You know, we will get to that. That's when you just never know. I just feel like Giselle's the single one and all the men are going to get at Giselle or she going to get at them, honey. I think they need to watch their back. So a scholar is helping Robin and Giselle go to their hotel room. She's helping them out. Mia tries to stop them, but Gordon is knocked out, so she can't give up her room. Everybody is getting ready to start the day. Mia still being bougie, saying that there is nobody to clean her room. There's nobody to make her breakfast, nobody to bring in her bags. Her and her husband are used to a certain lifestyle. So most of the time on these trips, the girls have like people serving the food. But Mia and her husband was in charge of this trip, and Mia didn't do none of that. They were all cooking their own breakfast, and they don't like it. And especially Mia didn't like it, you know. So I think Mia needs to throw the next event. That's what I think. Mia's still, she's telling Gordon what's been going on. Then she starts telling Gordon what's been happening because he sobered up when he woke up and said, tell me what's been going on around here, because he don't remember nothing, child. Nothing. Hey, Donna. So it looks like Wendy has no sympathy for the broken foot issue. Karen, Ashley calls Giselle and Robin at the hotel. And she asks them if they're okay, if they made it okay. Giselle makes the comment that Wendy didn't give a damn and Wendy is the host. Wendy overheard her and said, no. When y'all first got there, I spoke and I said, how is everybody? And you guys basically shaded me, but I did say something. Giselle said, but you're not caring about my foot and you just been kind of cold. Now, they don't agree with each other. Who do you agree with? Do you think Wendy has been giving Giselle the cold shoulder? Or do you think Giselle has been giving Wendy the cold shoulder? Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. And then Karen chimed in and said to Giselle that she was wrong for not letting Wendy know that she was leaving. And, so Karen chimed in saying she believes that Giselle and Robin were petty and childish for leaving the room, even though Giselle doesn't want to go up and down the stairs with that toe. Is she wrong? I don't know. Okay, so when they go sit down, I think they're going on, was it a boat or something? Mia decides that she wants to talk to Candace about that whole mess that they've been having, all the arguing, all the fighting, the dirty little remarks that Candace has made about Mia's mom, saying your mama is something, your mama is, what did she say? Your mama is a broke bitch or something like that, something real bad. But everybody knows that Mia's mother is an ex-crackhead. Mia's been in foster care. She was an alcoholic. She had a lot of issues. She was abused. So Mia's very sensitive about people talking about her mother. Her mother has been clean for 10 years, but Candace kept making them childlike remarks. Your mama this, your mama that, your mama this, just like a little kid would do. That's why I said Chris has to babysit her. He really and truly does, you know? So I'm like, oh boy. And then when Ray came in, Ray finally arrives because Ray wasn't there, Karen's husband, Ray. So Ray's coming in about this time. And I don't know if y'all noticed, to me, every single time Karen greets Ray, it just don't seem like she's into it to me. She looks disgusted to me. Even when it was time to bend over and give him a kiss, she was like, when you look at her, when she turned away, she kind of rolled her eyes. Like, I think Ray he kind of started to walk like a little old man because they're 30 something years apart, or 20. Ray is like in his 70s and Karen is in her 50s. So now his age is starting to show. I think Ray is almost 77, which is on the upslide of 80. Okay. So he's starting to have that hunched over look that people get when they start getting to be 80. So he's starting to look his age. And I just don't think she's attracted to him anymore. I just really don't think she's attracted to him anymore. So I'm like, I don't know. I just feel like that's why she always looks at him like that. I really and truly do. She looked disgusted when she had to reach over and kiss him. She always looks that way to me. I don't know when that is going to change. I think Karen is holding on for the ride. That's what I think. Hey, Tree. What's up, boo? Thank you for coming in, girl. I know you know this show, so jump in. Last night's episode, child. Did you see or did you notice that when Ray finally arrived and went to give Karen a kiss. When she turns her head, she looks disgusted. She always looks disgusted to me because Ray is starting to have that little hunchback look that you get when you get older, you know? I don't care if her mama was the Queen of England. Hollering your mama will get your butt knocked the heck out. If it was me, exactly, Elaine, and she does that all the time. Ray has a look too. Yes, they don't look like they're into each other. I swear to God, I think Karen is riding it out till Ray dies, and then she gets whatever he leaves behind. Same thing with Mia and Gordon and their 25-year difference. Mia's going to wait it out with Gordon's ignorant ass. Who would ever deal with Gordon being nasty and disgusting and telling her to shut the F up if they weren't waiting for the big payday? You know, it's the big payday. Hey, James. So, yeah, I think she loves him. I do think she loves him, but I don't think she's physically attracted to him. She just always, to me, like cringes when she has to kiss him or any show of affection. I think she loves him, but from over there. You know what I mean? They have a rock solid relationship, but I think she loves him from over there. You know what I mean? I don't think she want him all up on her, you know? Teresa said the chemistry is dead between them. Right, Tree. Exactly. And if y'all remember a couple of seasons ago, Karen said back then that she wasn't attracted to Ray's penis. So the sexual chemistry is what I'm talking about. I think they love each other. They've been together over 30 years. But it's the sexual chemistry. He is an old man in her eyes now, and there's just no more chemistry in that area. I'm sure they got separate bedrooms. Okay? If they're trying to be gold diggers, they are working for every penny. Yes, they are, Annabelle. Okay, so now Ray is there. Karen's filling Ray in on what's going on. Robin and Giselle show up now. They come back from the hotel. They're all going to go out to the boat. That's where everybody's heading. They're heading out to the boat. And this is another one. This is another thing I want to see if y'all noticed. Robin and Giselle came in right down. I think everybody was standing in the kitchen. Did y'all notice when they zoomed the camera up to Chris, who was coming down the stairs because he didn't know they were there? Did you see when he seen Giselle, he went, oh, shit. And he kind of flinched and said, oh, shit, because he has a crush on her. That's the reaction you have when you see the girl that you got a crush on come in the room, that she's back. Chris got a crush on Giselle, y'all. I don't care what nobody says. Chris has a crush on Giselle. Why did he jump and was so shocked when he seen his little beautiful crush walk in the room? He was affected. It caught him off guard because he didn't know she was there. I just wanted to see if y'all peeped that little bitty thing. I just want to see if y'all was paying attention. Mm-hmm. I caught that. I was like, oh, why he say oh shit? Okay, Chris was shocked to see Giselle, and that's his little boo honey. Mm-hmm. It was okay. So they all go pile onto the boat. Now we're at the boat. They all go pile onto the boat. It is mad awkward. Giselle's giving stank face. Mia's giving fake stank face. Candace is giving stank face. Ashley's giving stank face. Everybody's giving stank face. Everybody else is just sitting there eating, not knowing what to do. Even a scholar said, this is awkward. What are we doing? This is awkward. It was super awkward, y'all. Super awkward. I have to rewatch that episode because I didn't think that. Oh, yeah, check it out. But just see them two, how they react and see everything. He's like her little puppy dog. Anything she tells him to do over the episodes, he does. When he came down the stairs and seen like his little crush was in the kitchen, he said, oh, shit. He said, oh, shit. And it scared him because, you know, when you see a crush across the room, you might have a little reaction. That's what that reminded me of, Tree. But rewatch it. You'll see it. So anyways, they're going on the boat. It's extremely, extremely awkward. Robin is in the bottom part of the boat, just trying to talk to a scholar about her feelings on everything, about the whole Wendy in the room thing, just everything that's been going on. She's kind of confiding in a scholar. In the background, you can see Mia and her husband going back upstairs. So I think they came down to make a drink or something, you know. Wait a minute. Me too, Teresa. Anderson. I have to be because I thought they were all good onto the boat, and I don't think Chris has a thing for Giselle. I think he acted like that because of them beefing. Oh, you think it was because of the beef? Okay. Well, yeah, maybe y'all could be right. It's just my opinion. They were all good on the boat. Yeah, on the boat, he was going to sleep. He didn't seem to be into it at all. I took that little reaction as him being surprised to see his crush because I have been thinking he had a crush on her for a while. Now, a crush don't mean you're going to ever act on it. I just think he thinks that she's real pretty and he liked to look at her, you know? But again, that's just my opinion, you know? So, but anyways, they're on the boat and it's so awkward. And they came upstairs to tell it. So when she's down there talking to Escala, Mia overhears it when her and her husband are in the background going up the steps. She goes straight to the boat and told Wendy what she heard Robin saying about her. And the thing is, what she told her wasn't the truth. She mixed up the words as usual, like she always does. You know what I mean? So if you mix up a word just a little bit, it's going to mess the whole thing up. Chris, yes, he definitely wants everybody to get along. You're definitely right about that. And messy Mia, exactly. I mean, she was like a kid in the candy store. She ran upstairs so damn fast, it could make your head spin. You know, I was like, whoa, did she just go upstairs and tell? She went upstairs and told. She got the conversation twisted. Exactly. So that causes Wendy to finally address Giselle about the bathroom issue. So Wendy was like, what? And then Robin came up with a scholar and they told Wendy that that's not exactly what was said, that Mia twisted the words up. Everybody was like, oh, Mia, I wish you would get it right. So then that left the opportunity for Wendy to finally address Giselle, because them two got a whole history going on. So she finally was talking to her about the bathroom issue. She said, you guys basically came late. I did speak to y'all. I was not trying to be shady about you not having a bathroom. I don't think Giselle really believed her, though. You know, do y'all think Giselle believed her? Or do y'all think Giselle really thinks she's wrong for that? Giselle seems to have a real problem with it. Mia is funny. Yes, she is, Haley. Yes, she is. And so when they were talking about it, I found it interesting that Robin kept talking about her reasoning for wanting to be at the hotel. She kept saying it was because there was men in the house and she didn't want to use a public bathroom because the men piss all over the floor. I was like, I didn't even know Robin had an issue. I thought it was all about Giselle and her toe, but Robin, of course, she has to interject, and Robin made it about her. Because whenever it's Giselle involved, Robin has to be involved. I feel like Robin made that conversation about her, and nobody cares about you not wanting to use the bathroom with men there. I don't think that was the issue at all. I thought it was between Wendy and Robin and the toe. You know, but you guys tell me, because I could be perceiving it a different way than everybody else. Y'all tell me what you think. Giselle's issue is Robin's issue. Yeah, basically, Haley, basically. Robin knew the men were going to be there before they decided to come. I think they could have improvised. Right. They knew that. That's what I'm saying. Why would she bring that up like that was an issue amongst the Wendy and Giselle toe thing? I think it took attention away from the real issue, which is Giselle having a broken foot and Wendy not caring and accommodating it. I don't think it had anything to do with the men in a bathroom and all of that stuff. I think Robin made it about her. That's what I think. I agree with Wendy because Giselle and Robin said they were not going on the trip, then decided to show up because Ashley coached Robin to come. Right. But then when they got their treat, they were expecting, I guess, everybody to give up their space or Wendy to make it happen for her. Wendy didn't even know you were coming. So now it's up to the girls to give up their room, because if I was the host, I'm not giving up my room. Now, I would go around to all the girls and say, because Giselle's foot is broken, can anybody swap rooms? Because if you can walk down the hall, please just give Giselle and Robin your room. I might have did that as a host, even with their beef between them, even with the beef between them, you know? So I thought that maybe that's what they were expecting. I think they were expecting Wendy to do something, to care even a little bit. They just felt like she didn't care at all. Honestly, I don't know why they expected her to care with all the beef that they've been having. I mean, they were outside and Giselle didn't want Wendy in her house to use her bathroom. But Giselle and Robin tend to have amnesia with stuff like that. They tend to forget what they said and what they done. You know what I mean? Like, girl, y'all better remember what you did 2 weeks ago and you didn't want her to use your bathroom. But they forget all of that. They're kind of like Candace. They just run their mouth and then they want sympathy. They're the victim. They're always the victim. I'm not kissing nobody's butt. Right, Tree. Exactly. And that's how Mia is, you know? So I thought that was my opinion on that part. And then Mia addresses Candace. Candace does the fake cry thing, saying that her video was low budget, really hurt her feelings, which it could have. I don't think it was cry worthy though. I think the mom remark is cry worthy. I think Candace was trying to change the narrative and be the victim. After all that stuff that she said, she was trying to take it off of her and what she did. Okay, you might have been offended. She said your thing was low budget, but she didn't say your mama was trash. So there's a difference. And Candace was just being her corny old fake crying self. It was so fake, y'all. It was so fake. Always the victim. Hey, Buddha. Okay, she told him, wait. Wendy did care. She told him they could use the bathrooms downstairs, so she didn't completely dismiss that. Right, Lisa. Right. Buddha, blessings and love. Hey, Buddha. On your cell. Okay. Hey, Rachika. How are you? Thank you for coming in. Thank you. We're just talking about Real Housewives of Potomac from last night. We're on episode 15. So what did y'all think about Candace crying once again because of the comment? Now, they've all threw nasty comments at each other. I don't feel like that was cry worthy. Because truth be told, you're in a parking lot and you had to borrow people's car. So maybe it is low budget, but that's a regular jab. I don't think it was cry worthy. I really don't. You know, that's why she didn't get the cars. Exactly. I'm taking care of myself, trying to go to bed early. Okay. Try to get some rest, Buddha. Right. Elaine, you could be right. Maybe her and Chris knew. Maybe it was all in the plan. Her and Chris knew that there was no cars and that everybody there had a nice car and they were just going to borrow one of those. They should have just said that. But it's her being a victim, her being fake, doing the fake tears. But when Mia talked about her mother, that was a real situation. Candace trying to take the moment with her fakery. You know what I mean? With that fakery child. Yeah, I can't with Candace. And so there wasn't too much more going on after that. Just a whole bunch of awkwardness on the trip to me. So Mia's telling her about her mother. She's finally filling her in. She filled her in before, but I think Candace is playing like she got amnesia. And when they're on the bus going back, Gordon starts messing with Ashley because she's trying to rest. He keeps saying all kinds of stuff to Ashley. Candace reminds me of a Karen. Yes, Tree. Yes. Now, next week, they showed that was really it for this episode. But next week, they showed there's going to be a lot of craziness. And I see Giselle's daughters are telling her how they feel about her marriage between their dad and her. They're like, we don't have any role model for a successful relationship. That's coming next week. Now, to hear your kids see things and your kids know things. But honey, when they tell you you are not a good role model, we don't know what to do to have a successful marriage, that's deep. That is deep. And I don't know what, all Giselle can tell them is don't do what I do better than I do. Don't emulate me. Do better than what you've seen with me. That's really all she can tell them. I was like, oh my God. Mia's husband is definitely a drunk, Tree. Definitely a drunk. Now, don't forget, next week's episode, October 25th, is going to be at Living Life with Lisa's channel. She's in the chat. It's going to be over there at 5 p.m. Eastern time. But I think that conversation next week with Giselle's daughters is going to be real. That's the kind of stuff I like, the real life situations. What's really going on in your house? And she got 3 girls, all teenagers and up, coming into their own, starting to notice boys. And they're looking at her like, you have basically failed us. I was like, ooh, that's going to be good. Now, that's a conversation that I want to see. Now, before we end this thing, because it's been almost an hour, before we end this, though, y'all, what about that Love and Marriage Huntsville? What did y'all think about Martell going to Maurice and Chris and trying to bring something together so he can be involved? Because you remember, Melanie has the license, the building licensing, and Martell has hit rock bottom, and he's trying to get back in the circle. I found it very interesting that when Chris came in, the business partner, Marceau was saying, this is business, and I don't know if it's a good idea to attach ourselves to what Martell got going on, because Martell is a friend. So it is about friendship / business. Martell was looking at him like, that son of a bitch. Oh my God. What did y'all think about that? Please give me your opinion on that. Yes, they have. Her daughter gut punched her, right, Tree? Right. You so right about that, girl. You so right. So I'm like, oh my God. I understand where Marceau was coming from, but I don't think that Martell expected him to say that. He wanted Marceau to ride out with him and figure this out and have his back. Marceau was like, listen, this is a business. I can't just sign on the dotted line for anything and everyone with all this stuff going on. So he's, Martell is scratching to get back to the top. And Marceau basically gut punched him. Like, slow down, bro. I need to talk to Chris to see what we need to do about this old personal thing you got going on. I was like, oh my God. Marceau has complete control over Tisha. I don't blame Marceau. Right, but no, Tree, what you talking about? I'm not talking about Tisha and Marcel. I'm talking about Marceau, Martell, and Chris, the business partner. Did you think Marceau was wrong for asking Chris, what does he want to do with Martell, considering Martell has so much mess going on in his life with the divorce and the media and all of that? Martell was not expecting that. He thought Marceau was going to bring him in and just give him a job and help him get back on his feet without any issue. Until Chris came in and Marceau said something totally different. I was shocked that he even said that. But you're right, Tree, on another issue, Marceau does have control over Tisha. But Tisha is finally starting to wake up. I believe Tisha is finally starting to open her eyes. She went to the therapist. She talked about it. I thought that was a good idea for her. Martell doesn't even have good credit, so he's running around town trying to find anyone to help. Right. Exactly, Tree. And I think he thought his friend, quote unquote friend, because let's not forget, him and Marceau didn't talk for a long time. They had beef until Martell hit rock bottom. So Marceau is basically like, pump your brakes. You got a lot of drama going on, so I need to talk to Chris and see if this is worth the investment. Martell did not expect that. He thought his friends was going to step up for him just like that, and it didn't happen. I was like, oh, man. Elaine said Martell is trying to attach himself to Marceau because he doesn't want Melody to win. He made his bed, and now he's got to deal with it. Right. Should have been trying to get his license while he was out there. Yes, he should have. Absolutely, Elaine. He should have been trying to get that license, and he wouldn't be in this trouble now. And then the crazy thing about it is when Melanie went to meet Chris told her about the conversation with Martell and Marceau. And she's there signing the dotted line because she has the license. So she's going in like, I'm ready to start building these houses and make money. I don't care what Martell doing over there. I'm focusing on me and my kids. I play chess and not checkers. I was like, okay. Now, Martell was wrong what he did to her. He can't be mad that she got it going on. You know what I mean? As long as she doesn't wish any ill will to him, she'll be okay. Because I think karma is a bitch. So you can't be like, I hope he fails. I hope he falls on his face. She's never done that, thank God. So all she has to do is just carry on and ignore him, basically. She's just going to have to go on with her life. Nobody's going to stick their necks out there for him, and his whole life is a mess. Martell is a liability. He is, Tree. He definitely is. But I'm thinking his friends can start somewhere. He knows how to build. Let him come in as a builder. I do believe when people are down, you don't kick them, though. Those are supposed to be his boys. They need to find something for him to do in the contracting world until he gets his license. Don't just let him stay down there scraping, trying to make money to feed his kids. Because Melanie does everything. So I do think that they should give him a job some kind of way. Do not kick him when he's down. He knows what he did. He's already hit rock bottom. He probably cries himself to sleep every night. So somebody needs to give him a job and a helping hand. I do believe that because I believe in karma. So help him out. Help him make some money. Help him get on his feet. Like, come on, y'all. That's what I think they should do. Even though he is a liability, but don't put him on anything that's going to cause, don't give him an investment right now. Like, just give him a job, Letitia didn't know what love was until she met Marceau. Okay. Tree, yeah, I know he is a liability, right? You're right. See you later, Shalisa. Bye. Thank you for coming, boo. He is a liability, T. He is. But I guess we'll see as it goes along what happens with that. But then Tisha talking to the therapist, I like that. Because I think even if he doesn't want to go, she should go. Because I think she needs a lot of help up here. So I was glad to see that Tisha was talking to this therapist. And this therapist keep it a buck every single time. You know what I mean? So that's going to be good for her. It's going to make her open her eyes. It's going to make her start figuring out her life with Marceau or without. Because if he doesn't make any changes, she might need to reevaluate her position in that marriage. I like that Maurice told Martell that they need to go to therapy. They both need to go to therapy. I thought that was a good idea. And I thought that was really nice of Maurice to talk to him, give him a nice pep talk. And that's how you should treat your friends. Martell, although he messed up, Martell is going to need a little bit of help getting back up off the ground, honey. So I found that to be interesting, too. Martell dug his own hole, and he still talks too much crap to Melody. Instead of being grateful that Melody is able to take care of their kids. I know it, but he's so jealous of her right now. It's going to take a while for him to get over that she's more successful than him. And that he was only successful because of her. Because they was walking around like the world's power couple. Now she's walking around like the world's power single. Okay? And he can't do the same. So he's angry at her, and it's bigger than the kids. You know what I mean? It's not even about the kids. Yeah, absolutely, Tree. I agree with that. Absolutely. And I think if he doesn't go to therapy, like she's asked him 10 million thousand times, there's going to be a problem there in the future. Either with her leaving or him leaving, if he doesn't start going to therapy and showing her that he cares. Because I don't know how long she can take the treatment he gives her, to be quite honest. It feels like he wants to be a single man. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. So I thought Maurice talking to Martell was a good thing. I think Destiny calling Tiffany to the restaurant so they can talk was a good thing. That was another conversation that needed to happen. They wiped the slate clean and they're going to start all over, and hopefully they can maintain it. We'll see what happens when Destiny makes when Tiffany makes another smart remark, because she will, and when Melanie jumps to rescue her, because she will. We're gonna see what happens. You know what I mean? So we're gonna see how that turns out with them two trying to be friends. Cause Tiffany reminds me of Candace. She got a real slick mouth. So I don't know how long that's gonna work, y'all. I really don't, because Destiny does not like Tiffany, period. You know? T, next episode is going to be off the chain. Some dude looks like he's proposing to Mel. Yes, Tree. I think Mel has a boyfriend now. Woo, woo, woo. The only thing I can think is, unless she's, she got so many good opportunities coming up, maybe she's doing a scene from a movie. That's what I'm hoping for Martell's sake. Because he going to be real pissed. Because in his mind, they're going to get back together. But they've technically been broken up for almost 2 years. Even though the show is behind, in real life, it's been about 2 years. So if she gets with another man and gets married to another man, I wouldn't be surprised at all. Melanie's beautiful, she's successful, and Martell is just going to have to eat it. Because he keeps saying they're going to get back together, they're going to get back together. No, you're not. Ooh, that's going to be so good, Tree. I cannot wait to see it. But that is it. Anybody have any more comments? I wanted to talk about Real Housewives of Potomac. We talked about Love and Marriage Huntsville. Y'all let me know if you have any more comments on either show. Next episode, right. I seen that. Okay. Martell never thought Melody would leave him. No, he didn't, because, hey, Buddha. No, he didn't, because every single time that he's cheated in the past or whatever he's done, she has took him back. He thought it was going to be that way again, and it's not, And that's just that harsh reality when you're so cocky and you think you got the girl wrapped around your finger and that she'll never leave you. There's a lot of guys that are just that cocky, y'all. They really think their shit don't stink and that a person will never leave them no matter how bad they are. It may take some time. It may take 5 years, 10 years, 15. It might even take 20. I've seen people leave husbands after 20 when they should have left in year 1. They wait till the kids are grown, then they leave. So everybody needs to come down off of this cocky high horse, because it can happen. It can happen, So that is my recap of both shows. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Thank you so much for being in here, talking to me about it. Tree and Elaine and Lisa and Haley, thank y'all so much. She finally made him get both feet over there with the side piece, and he is lost and miserable, right? Because how come we haven't seen that side piece yet? If Melanie's moved on, he can bring that girl onto the show now, can he? She's bringing another guy. That would be a nice twist to the show. Maybe it's time to start showing Martell with his new family. I love the 4 kids he got with Melody, especially that little one. She's the cutest thing to me. She reminds me of how much I like Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union's little girl. They're just cute to watch. They remind me of my 1-year-old granddaughter, how I love looking at her on video and seeing all the things she does. They're super cute, I wouldn't put up with it at all. Exactly. Yes, have a blessed evening. Sorry didn't watch TV. Had you running while eating dinner. Thank you, Buddha. I appreciate that. Not a problem at all. This show, not everybody watches it. So people will watch it in the playback, and there's always loyal people that come in here and we chat about it. So it's all good. It's all good. You don't expect people to watch something that they're not into. So I never get caught up in how many views there are and all that stuff. I personally just don't be caring. I do it because I love to do it. And I know there's some people out there who like to watch it. I'm not in competition with anybody. I don't care about how many views you got compared to me. I can never feel dimmed on views. You know what I mean? Because I just don't care enough. I do it because I love it. And whoever likes Real Housewives of Potomac will watch. And I don't think I post enough to really get into analytics like that. So that's on me too. You know what I mean? So thank you guys to the ones who come in here and who enjoy it every week. Mel is not having that. She is one of the producers. That's true, Tree. That is true. I agree, Tree. I don't think Mel's going to want that. But if you can have a whole marriage happening, why can't he bring in his new family? You know, because she's the side piece. They claim Kimmy was the side piece, but she's on the show. You know, so who knows? Who knows? Mm-mm. Well, thank you guys so much for spending an hour with me. It has been an hour and like 2 minutes. So I made my hour timeline. Thank y'all for participating and talking to me, giving your opinion. I really appreciate it for sure. Hi, Love Catch Blessings. Yes, Real Housewives of Potomac. Love Catch Blessings. Do me a favor and watch the replay. Even if you can't watch all of it, watch some of it. At least 5 minutes so you don't go to spam, and just leave me your comments on what you thought about last night's episode. I still would like people's comments, even if you missed the live, you know, that would still be good. And tomorrow I'm going to post a premiere. I think it's going to be, I don't know what time tomorrow because I got to work. So it will probably be around 3 p.m. Eastern time. So I hope you guys show up to the premiere. I'm going to put the thumbnail up now. Actually, when I get off of here. Thank you, Love Catch Blessings. Tree, I will give you a call, sis. See what you've been up to. I was thinking about calling you the other day, so I'll give you a call. If not today, I'll definitely call you tomorrow. Thank you, Haley and Elaine and everybody who came in. Buddha, thank you guys so much. Leo, thank you for stopping through earlier. I know he's probably gone, but if he hears me, bye, Leo. Thank you. I come here caught up to date and go on my merry way. Right. Oh, and Annabelle, thank you. Thank you so much, Annabelle, for coming, putting your input, coming every week. Love you too. Thank you. All right, you guys, I'm going to get out of here because honestly, I jumped on this thing. I went to work today. I got home right before it was time to come on here. So you know how much of a long, draining day that is. When you work hard, then you come home, you got to boom, get the lights, get everything set up and jump on and do your thing. But because I'm committed, I did it and I always will. So thank you guys for being here. And I started an hour later because of my work schedule. So thank y'all for coming in at 6 p.m. Eastern instead of at 2 p.m. Eastern and 1 p.m. Eastern when I usually do it. So 1, 2, 3. So I did it 2 hours later. So thank y'all so much for coming regardless. Y'all rock, you know? And so, yes, look out for my premiere. And don't forget Friday, I do drop the link for anybody who wants to come by and have me help them grow their channel. All righty. See you later, Lisa. Thank you for using my custom emojis. Thank you so much, Lisa. Get better. I will see y'all later. Bye. Bye. Peace in the Middle East. Remove from studio. Thank you.